this video, I just wanted to do a little kind of walkthrough of cloning the repository and just an introduction of how to run rototiller. Rototiller uses auto tools, so it's kind of run-of-the-mill bootstrap, just running auto reconf. It supports auto tree builds, which is a nice way to keep things tidy, which I'm going to do here. On the configure script, make Now we should have a binary here. If you run it with no flags, just plain rototiller, you'll get an interactive setup. If you just hit enter, it'll accept the defaults, which is RTV with the compose channel. Every 4 seconds it'll change channels, which when you only have compose, it just means reconfigure compose with random settings. For the video settings, it'll be SDL in windowed mode, 640 x 480, which is kind of small but pretty convenient for development purposes. And here we are. Now I'm going to hit escape to exit, and if we just add --defaults --go, you'll get the same outcome but without the interactive setup and without waiting for you to hit enter when it shows you the arrived at settings. So I'm just going to hit enter now, and we go directly to RTV. Now notice it was different visual output because the seed is different. If you don't specify a seed, rototiller would just generate one using like the time and the PID. But if we do this and specify the seed as well, we'll actually get the same output as the first time I ran rototiller. And that's reproducible. See? Now another interesting thing about rototiller is you can have like a partial setup. So like this is a totally complete setup. It won't ask me anything. But if we go in here and let's say we remove the duration of 4 and context duration of 4 and just hit enter, it's going to ask me for those settings because they're missing and it needs to know what to do with those. So we have an opportunity here to interactively set them like to 1 and 1. Enter. Okay, so now it's changing the channels every second. And it produced a new settings as flags string here for us with the new values. And that's a really handy thing when you're iterating, like if you're developing a new module or you're adding new settings. Having everything specified except for the setting under development is a really quick way to explore like what settings values you should have available, which ones look good, which ones don't quite work. Rototiller is really targeting like the developer use currently, but it is very command line centric. It's really useful to have a good command of your command line, how to edit the command line strings. I like using VI mode in GNU Bash. It makes it relatively quick and easy, even when the command lines get big and crazy. I'm going to end this video now. I didn't want to make this a long one. It was just kind of an introduction on how to clone the repository, build rototiller, and just an introduction to executing rototiller and some of the settings features. So I'm going to quit this and end the video.